Welcome back to Leeds Lately. Today's video is going to be a reaction to England winning 4-0 against Ukraine in Rome. Now, I wasn't expecting this, to be honest. I was expecting an Iceland. As much as we've played well this tournament and we keep growing into the tournament, it always seems that England fall at a hurdle which really they're expected to clear. Iceland in 2016 was the prime example of this at the last Euros. But I think we've come past that now. First round of 16, first knockout game, we came past the curse of Germany. We came past the fact that we always lose to Germany in knockout football, apart from 1966. And we've come past another hurdle, I think, here. The hurdle of falling against what you would call a lesser team. No disrespect to them, because they do have some good players in there, but we blitzed them today. They had very few chances, and the chances they did have were really from mistakes. Calvin Phillips, from a Leeds perspective, excellent again. He's so industrious, he's so sort of down to earth as well. I think is one of the best things about him. And Gareth Southgate's highlighted this as well. He said he's so low maintenance but so high performance that he's the dream player to have in any squad, and not just the England squad, which obviously is why Bielsa loves him so much. But yeah, Calvin again, him and Rice, the partnership that they're building there could be a partnership for years and years to come. I can't really see how Henderson gets a starting place back in this team when Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice have played so well together as a central midfield partnership. The way one goes and one drops, really just to cover each other, I think is brilliant. And they, when England were out of possession in this game, they reverted to a 4-4-2 where Calvin and Declan would drop into their holding midfielder sort of role. And they'd make it nice and tight and compact, and then when they won the ball, one would stay and one would go, to provide a little bit more attacking threat but have still a base at the back to sort of play out from when we recycled possession through them. So I thought the way that they played was fantastic. I know Lampard at half-time said, I think it might have even been full-time, doesn't really matter, but he said that any young central midfielder now, if you want to play in a two, if your manager's asking you to play in a two, look at how Declan Rice and Calvin Phillips are playing together. The way that they stay and go, like I've said, the way that they communicate with each other, the way that they force the opposition to go a certain way by creating angles with their bodies. It really, really helps England to sort of funnel the play where they want it to go. And in this game, again, it worked perfectly. Ukraine didn't really have a sniff, and I think largely that's down to how good those two were in midfield, which obviously gave us a base to attack from. Kane looks like he's got his shooting boots back on, which is fantastic, just in time for the Denmark semi-final. And Sancho looked bright. I know a lot of people have been calling for Sancho, and maybe he doesn't get the respect that he deserves in this country because we haven't really seen him that much, because he's playing in the Bundesliga for Dortmund until next season, when he'll be at Manchester United, or Scum as we like to lovingly refer to them as. But he came on, he was brilliant, he drove at players. One of the greatest things about this squad is to be able to bring on a player from the bench that hasn't even started, he hasn't even played a minute at these Euros, and for him to be just as good as the players that are starting. The depth is incredible in this squad. Foden, Grealish, Mount, Sancho, all fairly similar players, but they're all interchangeable. They can all just come on, do a job, do a very good job, and yeah, they're fantastic. It's great to have that sort of depth in a Euros squad, because not many teams do. I mean, France are the only ones maybe comparable in that department in terms of depth, but they've obviously gone out. So really, at the moment, we've got the best squad in the Euros. So we should beat Denmark. We should but I'm not gonna hold my breath, because, like I say, I hope we've got over the curse of the losing to Iceland type thing. But I'm still a bit worried about this semi-final. Okay, let's just focus on this game. England against Ukraine. 2 goals from Harry Kane. 1 goal from Harry Maguire off a very well delivered set piece from Luke Shaw, which is great that we're starting to score off set pieces as well now. And Henderson scored his first ever England goal from that corner late on. So yeah, it's so positive. Winning 4-0, you just didn't expect it. The way we've gone into this tournament with 1-0, 0-0, 1-0, then we've gone into the round of 16, 2-0, 4-0. Denmark 6-0, anyone? Yeah, I doubt it. But it just shows progression. It shows that that's what you want, really. You don't want to start beating somebody 5-0 and then tail off. You want to start with a 1-0 or a 2-0, and then you want to build it up and build your performances as you go into the tournament, so that by the time you get to the final, if you get to the final, that should be your best performance of the tournament, psychologically at least. But yeah, fantastic performance from England last night, and really, I think it's probably the best. I think it's better than we've performed at the World Cup in 2018. I think we have been better than that, and I think actually we've got a better squad than that now. So it's really positive, especially going on into future tournaments as well. This squad can grow and grow, because a lot of these players I'm talking about, Saka, Grealish, Foden, Mount, Sancho, they're all under 25. So the longevity of this England team, we get at least another 2 or 3 tournaments out of them for a lot of these players. So yeah, it's unbelievable. And like I say, big shout out to the way Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice played in there as well. Really good performance, holding the Ukrainians back and not letting them have anything in there. I thought they were brilliant today. Yeah, so thanks for watching this one. This has just been sort of my gut reaction, how I feel about how England played, and potentially where we could go. So thanks for watching this one. I'll see you next time.